Begin, though, with developing news, a major break in a case that's haunted Hampton Roads. Police have the man they say shot and killed Norfolk officer Victor Decker.
Police arrested 20-year-old Raymond Lewis Perry. He is already behind bars tonight, serving an 88-year sentence for robbery. 25-year-old Officer Decker was off duty in October of 2010. He was attending a fundraiser at the Atlantis Gentlemen's Club off Oceana Boulevard in Virginia Beach. Someone found his body early that morning after he was shot near the building.
Well, Decker's beat was downtown Norfolk. He often stopped to say hi to business owners and customers along Granby Street and in the Freemason neighborhood, helping keep that neighborhood safe. 10 on your side's Jason Marks is live in Norfolk now in that neighborhood with that part of the story. Jason?
Tom, I can't count the number of stories I've done on Victor Decker since his death. Everyone I've come across just speaks so highly about him, talking about how brave of an officer he was. I can tell you when he died, it really left a hole in this area, and tonight everyone is breathing a sigh of relief.
I thought after a few weeks to a few months that with no new leads and nothing else publicly out there, that we probably would never hear anything.
From days to weeks, months to years, people along Norfolk's Granby Street wondered if police would ever find Victor Decker's killer. Tonight, there's a sense of relief that wait is now over.
Nobody's forgotten about him, so I think it'll help at least kind of put some pieces to the puzzle of what happened.
Granby Street was like a second home for Decker. He made it his mission to keep everyone in downtown safe.
He was always very concerned with everybody's well-being. Nothing was too much.
Friends say Decker's murder left a void along Granby.
Just shakes the community to think that something so horrific could happen to such, a good person.
Decker's body was found in October 2010 next to his truck on Oceana Boulevard in Virginia Beach. Detectives say since that point they've interviewed more than 200 people before making the arrest.
It brings closure. This has been, 18 months or so in the works.
Fellow officers in Norfolk always hoped this day would come.
We know Victor was killed, but that's all we knew. We didn't have any answers. We didn't have any the circumstances, and hopefully now with the arrest, some of those answers will come to light.
Beach police charged 20-year-old Ray Perry with Decker's murder. We're told robbery was the motive.
He wasn't your cookie-cutter police officer.
Everyone agrees Decker was special. Even almost 2 years after his death, that sense of loss still hasn't gone away.
He's very missed. Very missed.
And there's no better example of Decker's bravery than just a block away, March 19th, 2009. That's the night Decker was on duty. He was on his bike when he heard gunshots. He raced over to those gunshots and found two men. He ended up getting into a shootout with those two men, killing one of the suspects. It was only later that Decker learned that the suspects had just robbed and killed a man just before those gunshots went off. That's the latest here in Norfolk. Jason Marks, 10 on your side.
Officer Decker's wife, Dawn, says she's just not ready to talk yet about the arrest of her husband's alleged killer. She's been waiting for almost 2 years now for this news. We spoke with her shortly after the shooting.
Every day I feel like I don't want to get out of bed, but my daughter is enough of a strength for me. A lot of people would think that having the answers would hurt worse, but I feel that not knowing actually is more painful.
The Deckers do have a daughter, Charlotte, who is 2 years old.
Now, Chief Mike Goldsmith of the Norfolk Department was on the force with Decker. He released a statement today saying, quote, "Let me remind you to continue to keep Victor's wife Dawn and daughter Charlotte in your thoughts and prayers while they too must be experiencing a measure of relief at the arrest. They will soon face the difficulty of the upcoming trial," end quote. As for the suspect, Ray Perry, the 20-year-old is in prison in South Carolina. He and two other men were convicted for a series of robberies in Virginia Beach just a month before Decker was killed. One of them occurred at the Luke Oil gas station on Independence Boulevard, where Perry shot clerk Bob Russell once in the stomach and once in the leg. There he is. He was able to crawl to safety and call police. A judge sentenced Perry to 96 years. The Virginia Beach Commonwealth's attorney told 10 on your side that they will start the extradition proceeding soon. It could take anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks before Perry is brought back here.
And there are still a lot of unanswered questions in this case tonight. Police haven't said how important Officer Decker's wallet was to this investigation. Just 2 days after Decker was shot, detectives rushed to a grassy area between the back of the Target store on First Colonial Road and the on-ramp to Interstate 264. Investigators say a tip that someone gave them a tip that the wallet was in that location. Police confirmed to 10 on Your Side that they found it. It's just 2 miles away from the place where Officer Decker was shot. Detectives also haven't connected the dots as to why they charged Perry. We still don't know if there was a smoking gun, piece of evidence like Officer Decker's wallet, or if Perry admitted to the crime while he was in prison. 10 on Your Side will be digging throughout the night and into tomorrow morning. We'll also continue coverage on Blvd.com.